Matt Riddle beat Cameron Grimes using his Bro Derek move for the win. This was one hell of a 5-minute sprint. This match only went about 5.5 minutes, but it was a sprint from start to finish. This was the best Cameron Grimes match yet, and even better, I thought, than the breakout tournament match he had against Jordan Myles. And I was also thinking, I was thinking this the other day when I'm watching this. I'm thinking, it's very odd that Jordan Myles is the one who won the breakout tournament, right? He won the breakout tournament. He won the contract to meet Adam Cole for an NXT championship match of, whatever date and time he chose. And they already blew that match off. But he has not been seen since winning the tournament and then going on to lose to Adam Cole. Instead, it's Cameron Grimes who has been on television every week, and he was the runner-up. It's kind of like when some of these people back in the day would win Tough Enough, and it was like, oh, that's not the person they really wanted to win. But then the runners-up end up getting more television time, or they end up getting signed to a long-term contract. It kind of feels that way here. Like in this case, this wasn't a real competition. They obviously wanted Myles to win, and he did. But again, Grimes was the runner-up, and he's been getting TV time every week on this show. And after what happened this weekend, it may continue to be that way. In case you missed it, Jordan Myles, the former ACH, for those wondering who the hell Jordan Myles is, that is the name they gave to ACH when he signed with WWE many months ago. He absolutely ripped into the company on Twitter early this morning for the new t-shirt design that they made for him on WWE Shop, which I believe has been up for a little while. He just hasn't commented on it publicly until now. I don't think it's something that just came out in the last day or two. But the shirt was just a black shirt, as most wrestling shirts are. I mean, most of the wrestling shirts I have are black shirts, which I like black shirts, but in the summertime, not so much. But it was a black shirt with what appeared to be a smiling mouth with the words Jordan Myles written inside of it in white. Mimicking teeth, I guess. That was the whole point. Because that's Jordan's gimmick. He smiles a lot, and we all know how super successful that was for Apollo Crews. Well, I didn't realize the connotation at first, to be perfectly honest with you. I just thought that he was ripping into an absolutely lazy, crappy t-shirt design, which is what it is. In fact, there are a lot of lazy, uninspired t-shirt designs on WWE Shop. The best designs that I've seen from them recently were actually for Cain Velasquez, and he hasn't even wrestled a single match yet for this company. He's already got 2 shirts on WWE Shop, and I think they're pretty cool. One of them's got a deer skull on it. The other one has a snake wrapped around, I think, a hawk, with the tagline, "Don't cross my family, mi familia." They put more effort into the shirts for this guy than they do most of their own talent. But what Jordan Myles saw, and what a lot of people saw, the first thing they saw, upon looking at the shirt, and I absolutely see what they're talking about now, is a racist t-shirt design that looks a lot like blackface, or something that you would see in the days of those old minstrel shows and Amos and Andy and all that. He was not happy about it at all. He posted a photo of the shirt. He says they'll regret making this. He posted a whole series of angry tweets. I will keep posting this until my voice is heard. I'm not sorry for anything I say or do. Representation is important. If this is Vince McMahon and Triple H's vision of me, then this is a slap in the face to every African-American performer, fan, and supporter. And a fan asked him, did they even try with this design? He said, not at all. I was told that it was supposed to be Rolling Stones. GTFOH. Get the fuck out of here. We all know what that means. If they honestly thought that design was a play on the Rolling Stones, then I'm willing to bet that every member of that team that designed this thing is probably named Chad, Logan, or Lucas. That would be my guess. Somebody asked him, why did they even bother? He said, because they are blind and stuck in their ways. They don't see the disrespect in producing a design that screams racism against African Americans. They have been blinded for years, and they need a reprogramming because they are ignorant. Another person said, I'm not sure they are capable of regret. Myles said they will learn regret from this, or they will learn to regret this. I promise you, this shirt is what's wrong with America and the wrestling industry. MVP chimed in. He told Myles to call him. Myles said, I don't have your phone number, brother. And MVP told him to DM him. So this was a huge faux pas by their design team. The racist connotation of the shirt, the racist nature of the shirt is embarrassing enough. But how such a shitty looking shirt can be approved and make it onto their website, to me, is just as big of a mystery. This shirt has since been pulled because of all the pressure, because they realized they done gone and fucked up. So they pulled the shirt. They have replaced it with a less racist, but almost equally as lazy, crappy t-shirt design. In a cartoon font. They have his name on it now, Jordan Myles, looking like the open to a Bugs Bunny cartoon. To me, that tells you all you need to know about any plans they may have in store for this guy. And after this episode, what we saw, play out on social media this morning, I'm not sure when we're even going to see him again on TV. And I get that it's a lot of people's dream to one day work for WWE because they're the biggest company in the world, and because a lot of these guys and girls, they grew up watching WWE, so they want to be a WWE superstar. They want to wrestle in a WWE ring, and they want to go to WrestleMania, and they want to be in the Royal Rumble, and wrestle in Madison Square Garden, and all these probably bucket list items that they have that they feel they can only achieve in WWE. You can make the most money in WWE. So that's what they aspire for. But a guy like ACH is going nowhere in this company, other than ending up at some point, maybe, on the 205 Live roster. That's where he's headed. So I get why he signed, but I'm not sure that was the best career move for him. And now after this, WWE has to be very careful with what they do. I know they don't like it when people speak out of turn. The last time Leo Rush, went public with complaints about the company, he was taken off television for 5 months. But they need to be called out on stuff like this. So I say good on him for standing up for himself. I mean, that's his name on the shirt. It's his work name, but that's his name. I can see why he would be bothered by it. I can see why he would be offended by it, and good for him for speaking up, even if it may end up being detrimental to his career.